Hey guys, what is up? NYK31 here, Madden 20, doing a little page through of the Arizona Cardinals playbook, and I'll play through with this playbook I'll use it for the next week. I want to play a series of games, and this will serve as a set of videos that will also show what needs to be improved the game going forward. This playbook to me represents one of the biggest disappointments in the game to me. It has some potential. It has some stuff that conceptually I like. I was hoping that they would take one of the NCAA 14 air raid playbooks, preferably the Texas Tech one, and pretty much port that over and add the RPO elements to that. And, it's just hit and miss. And when you play with this playbook or a playbook like this, you come out in a lot of 11 personnel, you're going to get one of two things as far as the way people are going to play you. They're either going to play straight spot drop coverage, or they're going to blitz 7, 8, 9, 10 guys, the entire team basically. And both provide their fair share of annoyances. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to run the concepts as close to stock as possible. I might make a slight tweak here and there to correct something as far as spacing is concerned, or smart route stuff. Maybe throw in creating a hot route tag with route apprentice or a hot route master. But basically, I'm going to try to keep it pretty straightforward and streamline both to show what works and what needs to be done better. Preferably, if I had my way out of how I would prefer to be played against, I'd rather play against the spot drop people who just play coverage, rushing 4 or 3 or what have you, as opposed to blitzmania, because there's not quite as much you can do in those situations. But I'll go through it and do maybe 2 or 3 videos going through the formations in live time and just talking through what conceptually should happen, what doesn't happen, and why. So let's see how it works. All right, here we go. This is game number 1, and again, we're not really too concerned about winning or losing in this. We're just demonstrating the offense and how it should work, why some stuff doesn't work, and hopefully to provide some feedback. This playbook has potential. It has some stuff that's promising, but it's also really, really frustrating. I'm surprised it did not receive a live update during the year, as there was a lot of stuff that Arizona ran, which is not really in this playbook at all, especially in the QB run game. But anyway, I'm here setting up my audibles and coming out and showing some split back stuff. Not a whole heck of a lot you can run out of this set. Shakes you can only run if you have a post corner elite wide receiver, otherwise you'll never get open. And everything else there is not really that great as far as a selection of plays is concerned. Right here, we're going to show one of the reasons why you can't really run flood. You got a fearful flood concept here. He's in cover 3 look, looking to conflict that curl flat defender, and as he chucks, you have a window there to gain a quick, 3 to 4 yards if you get a better catch animation than that. But again, the way these defenders are able to just cover ground so fast really makes it hard to conflict people when you combine the fact that they can move that way faster than their routers run most of the time. So we get no gain on that, and we're going to run mesh. The 2 outside routes are pretty decent. You have a nice little quick bending corner route, and you see the receivers when they cross, they'll settle in the soft spot in the zone. I got a terrible throw there, but even that play, they're probably going to see with mesh as we go through these videos, is a couple fold. One, the slot receiver runs way too slow. He takes a outside release jab step before going into his route, which throws him down. And they also have a tendency to get chucked and pushed out, so they're damn near running at a depth of a deep or intermediate square in. So what really should be a quick, easy read becomes very, very elongated. Here we're going to be in mesh again. Also, that speed route by the back is just way, way too slow. You see that that corner route there. He's playing off coverage and base aligned, so that curl flat defender can't get out there, and you're just able to hit that. You also have the out route you can hit also on the other side, on the weak side. Here we're running flood again. He's base aligning, have a good RPO look here potentially. Now in real life, a corner is not going to play a inside zone look that aggressively. But this was the way that the game got RPOs to work this year. I'm okay with it from a game standpoint as far as what the game can handle. I'm not going to eat their lunch for that, but got a good RPO look there. I was able to pop that. So anyway, gun slot offset is a little bit better, I think, than the gun split back. You have that tail motion series there. I don't like the fact that the tail motion runs the user into the spot concept. And again, you see that slow developing speed route. I can't even throw to get a hot read off because he just moves like he's stuck in the mud. The back, I'm speaking of, that back has to really get out there to conflict that curl flat defender and make him have to play in between levels or choose a level. If he keeps on retreating, you hit that speed out. If he comes down, you open up the route behind him. It's supposed to create a horizontal stretch there, which doesn't really exist because of the lack of speed in the route. This one is actually very nice. I run flood again. I have to smart route it to get to the sticks. I'm able to get it over the defender's head and not get cheated. So that one worked out pretty nice. Here we're going to run Y cross on the air edge table, and again you're going to see the same issue with the slow route of the back. He just needs to shoot out there. I was able to gain 4 yards. That could have easily been a 5-6 yard gain if he's able to shoot out there, make a guy miss. Those type of routes are extended handoffs in this offense. Again, same 3-level flood concept combined with a vertical stretch as well. You see that route by the outside receiver, that post curl route. And Coach Mackey can speak to this as far as how he likes to run that. That can be run as an option route as well. Depending on how the defender is being leveraged, he can run that as an option route where he just finds the first space that he settles once he reaches his route break. There's no real wrong way to run it. You can either run it as a post curl where you just settle in versus zone, or run away from man. There I run mesh again, but that's a drop there. But you see that sit against the zone coverage. But when you hit that route in this game, you gotta time it really, really well, which I'll demonstrate a little bit later on in this game. Spread wide flex is not bad. Again, you get concept overlap quite a bit in this playbook, as you should. Here I'm going to run Y cross again. And you're going to see I'm going to have a hole here to hit it right there. Boom. Possession, catch that, and you have a window to hit that route if you time it right. So now he's getting tired of that. That's frustrating him a little bit. So he's going to roll up here, and he's either going to play hard flat or cloud flat, which eliminates the redirect from the slot defenders, so it's an easy pitch and catch down the middle of the field, down the seam on 4 verts. When you mess around with the curl flat defenders, that is the consequence of that. That's a trade-off that you get. You're either committing them to play hard flat, or they really shouldn't be in a cloud flat zone. A cloud flat should only be for corners, but it is what it is. But anyway, this formation here, gun doubles Y offset. You have a lot of jet motion, you have touch pass, you have a fake jet and a QB power. And that's the kind of stuff I want to see more of in this playbook. They'll run QB power, they'll run power read, they'll run bash. And here again is why Flood is messed up. He was playing straight cover 3 there. The corner is bailing out, and with its back turned, he's able to come back down on straight cover 3. I mean, this is... That's unacceptable. That can't happen. How can you conflict the defense if defenders can react that way? If defenders can react to balls that are not in their line of vision, how can you attack the defense? Stuff like that in the game has to go away. Now this speed route at the back on your right is much, much better. See the difference that makes. It gets out there with much more urgency, and that's an easy 4 to 5 yard gain. You get a nice vertical stretch there between that route and the curl flat, which conflicts that defender. He's past play in between both, and that's a quick pitch and catch. Here I go for it in 4th and 2. I figure the way that corner's backed off, I have a shot at that, but of course, when I try it, the tight end doesn't block anybody, and that happens, so that ain't good. I probably should have handed the ball off, and I figured based on the way the corner was backed off, I had a shot. This is one of the trip sets here that I'm not particularly in love with. I'll play more out of these as the videos go on. I'm just setting up audibles here. And here I'm just going to hand the ball off. Got a decent run look here, so I figure just pop it in there. I don't get chased. I get chased down by the backside there. That should have been much, much better. So now he's going to be playing a lot of cover 2. He's gotten out of the cover 3 mode. We're going to run here. Nope, 4 verts again. Thought it was going to be an angle smash. And we get the outside release there. And when he clears that outside release, the safety can't get over there in time. We hit that little window there, and boom, touchdown. The cloud corner should be able to sink back a little bit further than that to make that a little bit harder throw. It's a hard throw in this game as it is. You got to time it really well. And again, the safety does not get off the hash fast enough either. He has to play in between 1 and 2. That allows that completion to happen. That's a big boy throw in real life. You got to have a really, really good arm in order to, make a living off of that. Trying out a little bit of 2-back stuff here. Have an alert RPO here. I could have thrown that, but I decided to make the give. Elongated handoff. Jesus. Ugh. A little smoother handoff, and I'm probably still running. I don't think I use any of the single-back stuff this game at all. Going to show a little cluster here. Cluster is a tease formation. It's a formation that looks better than it is. The natural thing to do is to compare cluster with gun bunch, but it's not quite the same. Here he's back in cover 3, so I'm going to flip that to the strong side. And you got a 3-level flood concept here, which is not that bad. I could hit either X or square. I go with square. Again, I just want to move the chains here and just be safe, not do anything crazy. That was not too bad. You see some things here that show you the potential of what this offense could do if they just clean some stuff up as far as route running is concerned. Route running, spacing, and have more balance between the speed with how defenders can react and move with how receivers run their routes. Just a little dive play there out of open flex. There's only one zone read in this entire playbook, which is insanity. It's in the pistol wide trips offset formation. Pistol Y lead option. But here he's going to quit out, and that's going to be the end of that. So this is the first game I played in this playbook this week. I'm going to play in this playbook all week long, and I'll do video breakdowns like this based off of how I'm being played, and discuss strengths, weaknesses, and areas that need to be improved in the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.